My name is Michelle Townsend. I'm originally from a tiny little farming town outside of Spokane, Washington, and I'm a PhD candidate here at BYU. And my research revolves around biomarker discovery for cancer and how it can influence cancer diagnosis and treatment. Our research revolves around finding differences between cancer cells and normal cells. Since your cancer cells are actually come from your normal cells, your body has a really hard time recognizing which one's bad and which one's good. And so what we do is we try to find subtle little differences on a cancer cell that can distinguish them from a normal cell. And that way we can help your immune system and help your body go and attack just the cancer. So what we have found is we initially observed an upregulation of a specific protein called HPRT in certain cancer types and in certain patients. And then we found that that is advantageous for tumors because the upregulation of HPRT also results in the upregulation of both guanosine and adenosine. And both of those are anti-inflammatory molecules. And so they have an anti-inflammatory effect within the tumor microenvironment. And so what happens is if you have an upregulation of this protein, it decreases the ability of your immune system to activate within the tumor microenvironment, which gives the tumor an evolutionary advantage. And what we're currently doing right now is developing cell therapy to go in and target HPRT on those patients that have an upregulation so that we can not only specifically target the tumor, but also hopefully eliminate that negative impact on the tumor microenvironment. And so your immune system can then naturally go in and do its job and then destroy the tumor. I really like direct application from research to patients. Not enough to be a doctor, but I really like the translational medicine that we can do here, where you can see something go from a basic science and move it into a point where you can help people. My advice for future graduates, I always recommend picking your PI or your professor first, because how that interaction is with your professor is really important. And honestly, whatever research they're doing is gonna be cool. Every professor in our department has some pretty cool research. And so you're gonna get excited about anything they're doing. But that relationship you have with your PI is just really important because he or she is the one who really drives you and really pushes you to be your best. And so whatever PI you have that is going to help you the most in your journey, that's probably what I would suggest doing. My other advice is just when you are in a lab to branch out. Our department has so many different types of professors in all different fields. We have virologists, we have cancer biologists, we have bioinformaticians, we have just so many different specialties, and they all can complement each other if we allow it too. So for instance, my lab does cell culture a ton, right? And then another lab doesn't, but then they're super good at another technique. And the blending of those techniques can just amplify your research so much. So if you have help that you need, I would just branch out to the professors in our department because they're super knowledgeable.